Friends, no. Friends. Okay. I appreciate that, thank you. Friends. Okay. I'm really grateful for that, but I was going to say, but in the light of your reaction, I'm not sure it's quite as apt, but I want to say beyond this room to Australians who supported Labor, I know that you're all hurting, and I am too. And without wanting to hold out any false hope, while there are still millions of votes to count and important seats yet to be finalised, it is obvious that Labor will not be able to form the next government. And so, in the national interest, a short while ago, I called Scott Morrison to congratulate him. And I wish Jenny and their daughters all the very best, and above all, I wish Scott Morrison good fortune and good courage in the service of our great nation. The national interest required no less. This has been a tough campaign, toxic at times. But now that the contest is over, all of us have a responsibility to respect the result, respect the wishes of the Australian people, and to bring our nation together. However, that task we won for the next leader of the Labor Party, because whilst I intend to continue to serve as the member for Maribyrnong, I will not be a candidate in the next Labor leadership ballot. Along with my family, my precious family, the Labor Party and the trade union movement, it's my life. To be able to have served as leader of the Labor Party for 5.5 years is a greater honour than anyone in my family before me or even I could have dreamed of when I joined the local branch 35 years ago. What I have always loved about the Labor Party, and I still do, is the ideas that we champion. It's the people we empower, the people who count upon us, the people who need good, strong, reforming Labor governments. Gee, I wish we could have formed a government for these Australians on this evening. I wish we could have won for the true believers, for our brothers and sisters in the mighty trade union movement. I wish we could have done it for Bob. But it was not to be. Labor's next victory will belong to our next leader, and I'm confident that victory will come at the next election. Friends, the test even beyond victory, which I set myself in the lead up to this election, was that at 6 p.m, when the polls closed, when the final votes were cast, I wanted to be able to look at myself in the mirror and say there was nothing more that I could have done. No more ideas that we should have expressed. I want to say to our Labor movement and our Labor Party, all of you can say this. We worked incredibly hard. We advanced ideas. We campaigned on a positive vision. We were upfront and clear about the reforms that both sides of politics have ignored for decades. And we've said loud and clear that Australia needs and needed to take real action on climate change. Clearly, on climate action, amongst others, parts of our nation remain deeply divided. For the sake of the next generation, Australia must find a way forward on climate change. And clearly, the Coalition's arrangements with One Nation and Clive Palmer have heard our vote in a lot of places where it mattered most, particularly in Queensland and New South Wales. Friends, I am disappointed by tonight's results. But I am not disappointed for me. I'll always be proud of the courage and the integrity and the vision that our team showed. I'm disappointed for people who depend upon Labor, but I'm proud that we argued what was right, not what was easy. This is what politics should be in our country. Politics should be the battle of ideas. And I say to all of you here, and all of those tens of thousands of people, the volunteers, the candidates, that you leave here tonight with your head held up. I say carry on the fight. Carry on the fight for a fair go at work, for the equal treatment of women in their march to a proper treatment in this country. Carry on the fight for our National Disability Insurance Scheme and getting it back on track. For a stronger Medicare and a better deal for pensioners. But above all tonight, I say to all of our supporters, those who push the progressive case for Australia, I say Labor is a great party. We are a resilient and proud movement. And we never give up. Falling down is not our challenge. Standing up again is our mark. Leave here knowing that we've argued for the future. And our time will come. Count upon that. And friends, the only reason I've been able to give everything to this job for the last 2,000 days is because of the love and support of Chloe and our kids. I'm not unique. Everyone in public life is only here because of the patience and love of our families. But to Chloe, Rupert, Gigi and Clementine, you've put up with so much. I love you so much. I also want to take the chance to thank all of my parliamentary colleagues for their unity, for their talent and support. In particular, I thank my outstanding Deputy Leader, Tanya Plibersek, Chris Bowen and Penny Wong. I offer my commiserations to all those good Labor candidates who fought well but fallen short, as well as friends who've lost their seats. There are too many people for me to thank individually tonight. They know who they are. I want to say how deeply grateful I am for the guidance and wisdom of my trusted advisors, for the dedication and hard work of my staff, for the brilliant passion and enthusiasm of our whole Labor family, from premiers and former leaders and legends, through, of course, to our mighty rank and file. Friends, over the past few weeks, it's remarkable, millions of Australians have cast their vote and peacefully exercised their disagreements and their right to choose their representatives. People whose ancestors have called this continent home for 60,000 years, and 10,000 resettled refugees, many of whom voted in this election for the first time in their life. To offer yourself as a leader of such a great country, to seek to serve such generous and courageous people, it is an extraordinary honour. I leave the stage tonight, but I encourage all Australians, particularly young Australians, never lose faith in the power of individuals to make a difference. Never give up. Never give up aiming for better. Better for your country, better for your future. Because the things that matter most are the things that are worth fighting for. We can't change the past, but my word, we can change the future. Thank you and good night.